these were professional people. They were lawyers, accountants, stockbrokers, that kind of thing. And they had me for the day, and I was asked to talk and all my normal stuff, the computer and everything. And I could see that these people were not particularly emotive people. They had what I call the poker playing face. You know what poker playing? And I thought, that's all right. And I said, I just want to finalise with one little story, just to give you something before we go away. And I said, you've got to start getting into the emotion of programming your mind. Emotion is where it's all at. Yes, you're going to think in words. Now you're going to start thinking in pictures. But now you're going to start emotionalising this, getting some emotion about accomplishing these goals that you've set yourself. And I said, we've had a good chat here today because I know some of you are looking to get a lovely little second car, a 1500 subcompact car. I said, I didn't look at anybody particular, but I said, I know some of you have got to start getting on a burning desire about losing a bit of weight, because you get that burning desire and start 1500 calories, suddenly that weight's going to fall away. I didn't look at anybody because I'm not rude, but they took it on board, right? And I said, some of you want another $1,500 a month or $1,500 a week out of your network. And I said, if you start emotionalising that and getting a burning desire about it, that is going to start making it happen for you. And I just went on and on and on. And I knew this would happen. This one guy jumped up out of his seat, like I knew he would. He said, I've heard enough. Americans are like that. I love Americans. I've heard enough. He said, why don't you just tell us how to get a burning desire for 1,500? Then he says, we got the 1,500 calories, we got the 1,500 car, we got the $1,500 a month. Surely, just tell us how to cultivate that burning desire for 1,500, and that's all we got to go and do. I said to the guy, I said, I thought you'd never ask. I said, this is what you've got to do, seeing you should have asked me. I said, you've got to get away from your family and your wife just for a couple of weeks. Get away from everybody and go up into the hills and get yourself, or the desert, and get yourself a cabin or a tent. And I said, then, the first day you're there, I said, you get a big stick and you write in the dirt 1,500. And then, right below that, write 1,500. In the dirt, emotionalise it. 1,500. In the dirt, 1,500. 1,500. In the dirt, start emotionalising it in the neurons. 1,500. 1,500. 1,500. In the dirt, emotionalise it. 1,500. And then, at the end of the day, you can't see anymore to write in the dirt 1,500. So you go in your cabin or your tent and you get a big wedge of paper and a pencil. A pen will do. And you write on the paper, 1,500, 1,500, 1,500, on the paper, right below that, write 1,500, emotionalise it, 1,500, 1,500, build up that energy, 1,500, you see? And then, at the end of 2 weeks, you go home and your wife will greet you at the door. And you say, darling, I want you to know I love 1,500, 1,500, 1,500. And then, that evening, the dinner's laid out on the table, right? And you say, Lord, thank you for 1,500, 1,500, 1,500. And then you put your head on the pillow that night and you say, Lord, lay me down to 1,500, 1,500, 1,500. You see, you've got to eat 1,500, drink 1,500, visualise 1,500. Everything depends on one consuming passion. I've got to have it. I must have it. I'll die if I don't get 1,500. Thank you very much.